வணக்கம். தற்போது இலங்கை அமைச்சர் ரூவான் விஜயவர்தனே பேசி வருகிறார். நேரலையில் பார்க்கலாம்.
I think our investigations have have gathered quite a lot of intel on this, and we will be making further arrests in the next couple of days, and we can firmly say that within the next couple of days that our security agencies will have the whole situation of this country under control. So I'm happy to say that that will be the case in a couple of days. If there are any questions that you need to ask me, please do so. Our police spokesperson is also here, and military spokesperson is also here. So if there are any questions you all need to ask, please do so.
Minister, is there any information about the leader of this National Jamaat, Tawhid Jamaat? What has happened to the leader? Do you have any information whether he has committed suicide, or what about his whereabouts?
Right now, there are, I think this group has been, there are two groups. From what we gathered, the National Tawhid Jamaat, I think there has been a group that has split from that main body, and they have basically that is the group that has become quite extreme, and from what we have gathered is that their thinking is that only Islam can be the only religion in this country. So that has been their extreme view, and which is why they have carried out these atrocities, these bombings. But we believe that the leader of this group has also committed suicide in one of the attacks. Sorry? The ones, the split. No, right now I'm restricted in saying the name of that group, but as soon as we speak with intelligence groups and everything, and once
just for clarity, so it's not the NTJ leader who has committed suicide, but it's somebody from the splinter group.
It is a splinter group, yes.
So not the NTJ Zahran Hashmi is. We don't know what has happened to Zahran Hashmi.
No, it is a splinter group. It is a splinter group, but there are both groups have extreme views, but they've had some kind of misunderstanding, and there had been a split at some point.
So, but if there's a split, did they work together on this operation, or how?
Well, there have been links, yes.
The leader who you said committed suicide, which of the sites did he commit suicide?
At the Shangri-La.
And what's his name, sir?
I'm sorry, I'm restricted in giving out that name at the moment.
Is he the son of Mr. Ibrahim, the spice trader? Is he the
No, he's not.
He's not that.
He's not.
Is he the factory owner? Because there were two bombers at the Shangri-La, right?
Yes, it's right now. We do not want to. I'm really sorry, but I am restricted in giving out the identities of these people because we are still conducting the investigations, and until everything is finished, I cannot give out these names.
But Minister, in the reports we have seen, there was the name of Zahran Hashmi, who was described as the leader of the National Tawhid Jamaat. So what we really want to know is what has happened to him.
Look, I cannot give out the names of the persons, but I can only say that the leader of this, the person who gave the lead to this attack, is one of the suicide bombers, and he has taken his life.
Sorry, can you just be a bit clearer? Your Prime Minister said yesterday specifically about this Zahran Hashim that he thought that he had committed suicide. He'd been one of the suicide bombers, but that hadn't been confirmed yet. I know you're obviously restricted, but can you just say you're talking about the same person?
Well, there is a group, and there are quite a few individuals, and out of that, from this group, the leader of this group has committed suicide at the Shangri-La Hotel. But what we are conducting investigation is to find out whether there are other people who are involved in this group. It's just not restricted to the bombers. So there are I had to find out how many others are involved in this. So those investigations are going on. So which is why.
But are you saying that this Zahran Hashim person was the leader of this splinter group?
I'm not saying that at the moment.
Oh, right, okay. So it's a bit confusing. And can you also say how many of these, the suicide bombers, we've obviously seen pictures of them in the Amak video that was released yesterday. What credibility do you attach to that video? And can you give a sense of, did Islamic State, they're claiming responsibility for the attack, did they train these people? Was the coordination? Who was the mastermind of this attack? Is it a foreigner?
We are conducting those investigations at the moment to see if there is a direct link to any international organizations. Right now, the IS has claimed responsibility, but I can say it's through ideology and maybe funding, but on the funding part, we are conducting investigations to find out whether there was direct funding. But what also I can say is that this group of some of the suicide bombers, most of them are well educated and come from maybe middle or upper middle class. So they are financially quite independent and quite, their families are quite stable financially. So that is a worrying factor in this, because some of them have, I think, studied in various other countries. They hold degrees, some LLMs, there's quite well-educated people.
I think you said yesterday that one of them had been to the UK. Can you confirm, is that correct?
We believe that one of the suicide bombers studied in the UK and then maybe later on did his postgraduate in Australia before coming back to settle in Sri Lanka. No.
Sorry? Can you...
No foreigners have been arrested. We are still looking into that. But right now, we don't have any indication on that.